Hello dear friends, in this video we will learn about the famous theorem of mathematics, Chinese remainder theorem. Now we are going to start. Now this Chinese remainder theorem is very useful to solve simultaneous congruences. We have a set of congruences x congruent a1 mod n1. So these are a set of n congruences where n1 and n2 are mutually co-prime positive numbers. This is a statement of Chinese remainder theorem and we have to find the solution of these congruences. Now we have given a statement of Chinese remainder theorem. If a1, a2, ak are any integers and n1, n2, nk are mutually co-prime positive integer, then this set of congruences have a unique solution modulo n1, n2, nk. These are in term of multiplication. How to prove the solution? Look at, first of all, you have to suppose a number m, that is a product of these primes n1, n2, nk. If we take m upon n1, then we will get n2, n3, nk. Now, since these are co-prime numbers, then GCD of n2, n1 up to n1, comma n1 will be 1 because this part doesn't contain n1. Now, this is equal to m upon n1. So their GCD is 1. Since this is a GCD of two numbers and we can write any GCD as a linear combination like ax plus by is equal to 1. So we have taken here the integers alpha 1 and beta 1. So GCD is written as a linear combination is equal to 1. So applying multiplication a1 on both sides. Further we are taking modulo n1 on both sides. By taking the modulo n1 both sides, the second term becomes 0. Now we have this relationship. Now, similarly, we will take another modulo n2, n3 for another constant a2, a3, alpha 2, alpha 3. In this way, we get these new equations n2, n3, nk. First of all, we have made this relationship for n1 by taking alpha 1. Then we take alpha 2, alpha 3, then multiply with respective a2, a3. In this get we find k congruences relation. Now take any number x naught, which is a linear sum of these numbers. You have to learn it. A1 alpha 1 m upon n1, a2 alpha 2 m2. We have taken from these here. This one, a3. So this is taken sum of these numbers as an x naught. Now n1 will divide m upon n2, n1 will also divide m upon n3. Similarly, sorry, now since n1 divides m upon n2, n1 divides m upon n3, n1 will divide m upon nk. So these all numbers are divided by n1. If we take modulo n1, so all terms will become 0. So we will get here x naught is equal to this one. Similarly, if we take modulo n2, and again, now this part is congruent to a1 from this equation. So this whole part is congruent to a1. So here we get a1. Okay. Similarly, we will find the result for a2, n2, a3, n3, ak, nk. So these congruencies have a solution x naught now. Okay, now we have to find the uniqueness of a theorem. Let x1 is another solution. So x1 will satisfy the set of linear congruences. X naught is also a solution. Since both are the solution, both are congruent to each other. Therefore, ni will divide this difference. Since n1 and n2 all are co-prime, mutually co-prime, so all product of these primes will divide this factor. So x1 is congruent to x naught modulo n1, n2, nk. So this solution is unique as x naught is congruent to x1 here. So theorem is proved here. In how to now apply the theorem on the questions, in order to find the solutions of the different problems, first of all you have to take any m, which is the product of these prime numbers, and set the congruencies like this: m upon n1 alpha 1 is equal to 1, m upon n2 alpha 2 is equal to 1 modulo n1 n2, so on. We will find the values of these alpha 1 alpha 2 alpha k. After getting these values, our solution will be written like this. You have to learn this part. Our solution like this: a1 alpha 1 m upon n1 plus a2 alpha 2 m upon n2, where a1 a2 is given to us and alpha 1 alpha 2 alpha k we have to find. Now look at the different examples and Now look at this question. Using Chinese vendor theorem, we have to solve this equation. So these are my A1, A2, A3 written here, and these are my N1, N2, N3 written here. So first of all, we will find M, that is a product of these prime numbers. Okay. Then we have to find congruences, three congruences. M upon N1 alpha 1 is equal to congruent to 1 modulo N1. By using the above values, we get this congruence. Now 35 is congruent to 3, that will be minus 1, and 1 is congruent to minus 2 modulo 3. As we are working in modulo 3, so we can write 35 as a minus 1 congruent modulo 3, and 1 can written as a minus 2 modulo 3. Cancelling minus side both sides, we get the solution of alpha 1. Similarly, if we take second equation, m upon n2 alpha 2 congruent 1 modulo n2, by using the above values we get this one. On dividing by 5, here we get remainder 1. So this alpha 2 is congruent to 1 modulo 5. Second solution is found here. Similarly, we take m upon n3 alpha 3 congruent 1 modulo n3. So if we divide by 7, this part we get remainder 1 here. So we get the solution of alpha 3. So we have get solution of alpha 1 here, alpha 2 here, alpha 3. So our formula is x is equal to a1 alpha 1 m upon n1, a2 alpha 2 m upon n2, a3. This is our formula. Using all the values of a1, a2, a3, alpha 1, alpha 2, alpha 3, and m upon n1, m upon n2, m upon n3, we get this thing, modulo 105. So because m is given to us, product of prime numbers. And simplifying this result, we get this one. We can further solve it because 233 is congruent to 23 modulo 105. So we get the solution using the Chinese median theorem. One more example. Solve 17x congruent 9 modulo 276. Where only one congruent is given to us. We will split this congruence into different parts. First of all, make the prime factor of 276. We know that prime factor of 276 is 3 into 4 into 23. So we have a 3 set of congruences. From here, we have to make it the simple congruence. First of all, we will divide with 3. It remainder becomes 0. Okay. When we'll divide it 17, we get 2x. Okay. So again, dividing with the 3, we will get here minus 1, and multiply both sides minus 1, we become first one is this. Again, dividing by 4, we will get here 1. This is the second one. And third one is a 23. So if we divide 23, it is not possible. So we have to make plus 723 inside and simplify this, we will get this one. So we have a three congruences from here. From here a1, a2, a3 are given, and these are the n1, n2, n3. By again setting m, we will get three congruences, m upon n1 alpha 1, this one. Here dividing by 3, we will get remainder minus 1, remainder minus 2, and the solution of the first one is this. Similarly, second congruence set like this, divide by 4, we will get remainder here 1. So this is the alpha 2 value. Similarly, we will get the value of alpha 3. When we get alpha 1, alpha 2, alpha 3, we can find the solution of this congruence using this formula x is equal to a1 alpha 1. This is the formula to calculate the solution. Putting all the values, we will get this solution. Which this solution represent solution of this congruence. Okay. Thank you very much for watching my video. Please like and subscribe my channel. Thank you very much.